Okay, and then how do I ain't even gonna worry about it. Okay, so I don't have anybody on right now because this is kind of like a surprise live I decided to do. I'm in a whole bunch of spiritual groups. I see a lot of women who ask about cord cutting ceremonies. So long story short, I have already cleansed my house. I've saged everything to get my energy in order, so that I can do this ritual. So I'm just pretty much getting ready to dress my candles. So I kind of want to give you guys an insight on that. So since this is about a makeshift cord cutting ceremony, I don't have the right colors. You usually use pink and red. I got orange and yellow. I'm going with it. I need to get this fucking energy off of me ASAP. That's what it is. So that's it. So I have the orange candle. I've already carved into it. Return his energy. So I have that carved into my orange candle. You probably can't see it because it's carved in with the nail, but I'm returning the energy to the person who I'm cutting my cord with. And then on the other side, I'm returning my energy back to me. I also have our names on this candle as well. So best way to carve your candle is to use a nail. So that's what I have. So you just carve whoever's name you are returning. So like this candle is for him. So I started near the wick to return the energy, to return his energy back to him. So I don't have that energy with me anymore. I don't want it. I'm good. Yeah, that's what that is. And so when I get ready to carve my name into it, it'll be at the bottom. Going up towards the wick. So then that way he loses my energy and I regain it, and vice versa, because on the other candle it's written the opposite way. So when you get ready to do a cord cutting ceremony, you definitely want to make sure that you cleanse your house, clear out your energy, make sure that you are ready to really let the energy go. This is not some, oh, I'm mad at him and I'm going to call him tomorrow. I really want this to work out, so I'm going to cut him off and see if he comes back. No, this is kind of like you don't want him or her to mess with you ever again. That is what it is. So I have my candles already engraved. I have some protection oil. This is my own personal protection oil. If you don't have protection oil, coconut oil is a great substitute for protection oil because coconut oil is great for protection. Grapeseed oil, olive oil, castor oil, whatever you may want to use also works. As long as you anoint it, you pray over it, you say this oil is for my protection. So I'm using a protection oil for me so that no harm comes to me or the person that I'm cutting my energy from. Oh, before I do that, in my little bowl right here, you can't see it. Now you probably can. But I have some rosemary. I have angelica root. I have patchouli, mugworts, and I knew I was going to forget the herbs. Oh, salt and pepper. Yes, black pepper. So I have all of these in here. They're already pretty much grounded up, but I'm going to ground them up a little bit more. So it's angelica root, patchouli, rosemary, Himalaya pink salt, a little mugwort, and a little black pepper in here. And I'm going to grind them up so that I can dress my candles in them. You want to do this before you start putting your oil on your candle. only because you'll have oil all over your hands and it's easier to do this part first. Oh, I also have some nettle leaf in here. Every herb that I have in here has a secondary or a primary use for protection, but they also have cleansing agents, banishing agents as well. Vervin, that was another one. So yeah, I have all the herbs. I love herbs, y'all. So anyways, once you have your little mixture mixed up, if you don't have everything that I mentioned, you can use what you have. Like I said, you can always make shift. It is not about what you have. It is about your intent. So that is my herb mixture. I'm going to put that on my plate. So when I get ready to put my candles in my herbs, it is ready to go. So here is the deal. When you get ready to anoint your candles with your oil, it depends on what kind of energy you are bringing. So this particular energy, I am trying to take this energy away from me. So I am going to start at the middle of the candle. Get my fingers in here. And I'm going to go up. You start at the middle of the candle and you go up when you are banishing. You go down to the middle of the candle and you go down when you are banishing. So you go from the, hey, I am showing a cord cutting ceremony because I am upset. My energy been tampered with. So yeah. So from the middle down, from the middle up when you are banishing. So this is my first candle. I'm going to dip it in my herbs to get those banishing protection herbs on them. They look kind of crazy when you do them, but that's okay. That's the intention of them. You want your herbs to actually stick to your candle, so that's why you're going to use that oil. I have a little container here. I'm just going to set this to the side, and I'm going to do the same thing with this orange candle. So I'm going to start from the middle and work my way up because I am banishing this energy. I don't want it anymore. I'm good on it. It ain't serving my highest good. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm over it. So and then I'm going to go from the middle down to get rid of it so that I am clearing my energy properly. So that is banishment. If you are trying to bring something in, just FYI, if you want to try to do like a money candle or a protection candle of your own, start from the top, stop at the middle, and then start at the bottom. Sorry, my nails kind of messed up. Don't judge me, y'all. Y'all know my sister do nails. She will cuss me out if she know I'm doing this live with these funky nails. Just disclaimer. But anyways, start from the, if you're trying to bring something in, you go from the top to the middle to bring it in, and then from the bottom to the middle. And if you're trying to banish it, which I'm trying to banish this energy, I start from the middle to the top and then from the middle to the bottom. And then I just take the candle, and just like with the other one, I'm going to dip it in these herbs. Now, like if you watch some YouTube videos, they'll tell you to get some long wick candles, which are fine because then you can tie the wicks together. It kind of saves you a step or whatever, but I didn't have time to prep like that. So exactly, bye-bye bad energy. I ain't even got time for it. So I have this candle fully dressed and then this candle fully dressed. Before I started this live, I did do some prep work. I have bay leaves. I have our names written on the bay leaves. So I'm going to put those in between both of the candles. So remember, this is a cord cutting ceremony. I don't want nothing to do. I don't want to continue to feel this way and continue to have these interactions with this person. So don't do this unless you are sure, because there are a lot of steps to cord cutting. I'm just showing you how to do the candle magic. That's what I'm all about, candle magic. I love candle magic. low-key a pyromaniac. I like watching things burn. I got a fire pit out in the back. So I have some white thread here, and I am going to tie my candles together with the bay leaves. So it takes a little bit of practice to get the string around it. But if you're talented, you can get you a little knot like that with one hand. And then wrap the candle and the bay leaves all together. You want to start from the top, that's fine. I started from the bottom. From experience, that is easier. However you want to work your magic, it's your thing. So I try to make sure that I wrap it tight, because usually our relationships are wrapped tight together. And I'm trying to get rid of that energy. And then at the top, you want to make sure these wicks get together. This is why I start at the bottom versus the top, because when you get up to the top and you want to get the wicks to wrap together, it can be kind of tricky when the candles aren't already wrapped together. So if you want to do like this spell, you can always take away herbs that I had in here or add herbs that I didn't have. Star anise is a really, really good herb for banishing as well. Lemongrass is good for cleansing and clearing. Thyme is good for cleansing and clearing. It's a lot of different herbs that are good for cleansing and clearing. So I am trying to get my strings. There we go. And a little knot. And that's about as good as it's going to get. And then that's my cord cutting. You can also put a picture in between with these. So say you have a picture you want to get rid of you and whoever you're cutting these cords with. Because usually when we do these types of ceremonies, it's somebody that we, have some type of relationship with. You could put a picture in the middle of it. You can use bay leaves if you don't have a picture. That's why I use the bay leaves. But this is going to take away your energy from them and return their energy to them. So you are cutting your cords, you're cutting your losses, and you're moving forward. This is not something to be toyed with. You also need to make sure that you cleanse your space. You need to also do a spiritual cleanse, a yoni steam, a spiritual foot cleanse, a spiritual shower. You need to do something after you do this ceremony as well. You have to make sure that your energy is completely cleansed. So this is my cord cutting ceremony. So if you missed it, I'm going to save this video. I will upload it once it's done or whatever. In case you missed it, you want to go back, catch the herbs that I added in here or how I did something. But I just wanted to go live because this was like the most common thing that I see in spiritual groups. I highly advise, if you have a situation that's toxic and you're just trying to like cut the cord, this is something that you can use, but do not cut that cord. If this is something that you're saying, I'm going to leave him alone and see if he comes back. Boo, he ain't coming back after this. Plain and simple. So I have full instructions throughout the video. I just had to go live real quick because I wanted to show y'all how to do a cord cutting ceremony, because sometimes we just need to let that shit go. Let it go, boo. You got it. You got it. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Peace out.